Tucked away in the Litchfield Hills, you'll find a local gem.
The Henderson Cultural Center at the Hunt Hill Farm in New Milford offers a mix of music, art, and cooking lessons.
Chef Mary Kravec is the director at the Silo Cooking School there, and she joins us back here on the show. It's great to have you.
It's great to be here.
You're making a healthy treat for us today, aren't you?
I'm channeling my grandmother today.
You are?
So we're doing a very typical sort of Russian winter meal here.
Is this her recipe?
It's similar. I always take the old traditional recipes and I tweak them my own way because I'm a chef and I have to.
So you give it the Mary touch?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Lots of fresh herbs. What we're doing is a dried mushroom soup. And what it consists of is the Trinity, celery, onions, carrots are usually the basic of every soup, and a little bit of butter.
What's just the Trinity?
The Trinity.
What is that?
Is the Trinity. Celery, onions, and carrots.
Oh,
it's like the basis of most sauces.
major ingredients.
You got
okay,
it.
I got you.
And we're also adding, of course, sauerkraut.
Yes.
We have to do the Polish, the Russian thing. Mushrooms, I like to use the cremini ones because they have a lot more flavor than the button ones. And then, of course, we're using the dried mushrooms. And the trick to the dried mushrooms is you always pour boiling water over them, and then they reconstitute. So it looks just like this. Of course, the Polish dried ones are the best, but you can get the ones right here.
Now,
at
is
Stop
there a
and Shop.
Polish name for this?
Borowick.
Borowick.
Borowick,
Okay.
yep. And so then what you do, they're reconstituted. The silt comes down on the bottom, so you essentially take everything off the top and save this broth because this is a lot of flavor in this broth.
Okay.
All right.
And we essentially saute all the vegetables together, throw the sauerkraut in. Of course, we have the barley to thicken it up, lots of dill, lots of parsley.
How does barley come? Do you have to cook the barley like in milk?
Yep, it becomes dried. You just boil it for probably about 40 minutes or so, and then I like to put it in later on.
So you toss everything in there?
Toss everything in there, cook it up, you're done.
How long does it take?
If you do your barley ahead of time, which I like to do because otherwise it tends to suck up all your liquid and then you get this big glob, 40 minutes, easy.
It's ready to go.
It's ready to go. So that's warming
Something
up.
you could do the day before, the night before?
It's even better, just like soups and stews, they're always better the day before.
Yes.
2 days after, they're always better.
And there's sauerkraut right in there.
Right in there.
How
So you don't have to
interesting.
salt it. You've got enough salt in there, you've got your salt, your sweet, all that good stuff in
Easy.
there.
And what are we serving it with?
We are serving it with a bread that is called a pogaczy. It's sort of a Polish focaccia, kind of, and it has a lovely brioche-style dough with raisins in it. And I'm going to have you roll this out.
All right.
And
This
the way
is
you-
quite the rolling pin there.
Yes, it is. It's a nice one. The way you roll things out, put it right in the middle.
Okay.
Go forward. Bring it back to the middle again.
Oh, okay.
And then go back. And that way you won't have skinny ends. It'll all roll out very
As
evenly.
she's rolling that, how did you put together the dough?
The dough, it's a very rich dough with, of course, flour. It has raisins in there, it has eggs, it has butter, it has milk, so it's very, very rich and
Ooh,
delicious.
it's almost not like a fruit cake, but that cake you have at Christmas time, the panettone maybe?
Except
Similar?
it has yeast.
Oh, okay.
It's just like brioche bread.
So you
French
put it
bread.
all together, do you have to refrigerate it at some point?
Nope, you just let it rise because it is a yeast bread.
All right, so it's already risen, right?
Yep, it's already risen, so you're just going to sort of make it in a shape to fit this.
And you've already done that.
I've done one, but you're doing the second one.
Oh,
because
okay.
This is stuffed. And of course, we're going to stuff it with, a lot of times when you make your pierogies, you have some leftover filling, and of course, we're all very, very resourceful. And this is our filling.
You want to save everything.
Save everything.
I didn't realize this was getting filled.
It's filled, yeah.
So you kind of have to make a rectangular shape, I guess.
Yes,
For it to
yep,
fit
to
there.
fit it right over the top.
Okay.
And if you don't have the sauerkraut, my grandmother would sometimes put the potato and cheese filling in there. It's
that
like,
sounds good.
whatever you have left over, you put it in.
Okay, while she's doing that, let's talk about what you're doing at the Silo these days. What's happening?
We have a wonderful class this weekend on Saturday. It's an Italian food and wine pairing. It's appetizers and 5 wines, and it's also a hands-on cooking class.
How pretty is that?
And
What are
that's
we
a
looking
blast.
at? Is that your kitchen there?
That's my kitchen. That's where I work.
That's your home away from home.
There it is. Yep, there it is. And then we also have a kids class on Monday the 16th, a winter warm-up for ages 5 to 10. And then I'm doing a teens class on February 5th, a Tuscan teens class. And then, of course, on
Valentine's Day, that's what I wanted to
Yep,
know.
on the 11th, on that Saturday, Stalmayer Carol Berman, who is on Martha Stewart Radio, has been on radio quite a bit. She's awesome. We do a food demonstration and wine pairing, sit-down meal, and I do bring people up while I'm cooking it in front of you and embarrass people, and it's a lot of fun.
I love that.
Remind me not to take that one.
And that kids class is on Martin Luther King Day, so they're off from school anyway.
That's why we're doing
That's
it. We're doing
fantastic. Keep
on
them
that
busy.
day and on President's Day as well. So
Great.
keep them busy.
How am I doing with this?
You're getting there.
Is she ready?
I could keep
She's
going?
almost ready. We want to get it to that shape.
Oh.
Okay, hold on one sec. Let me see if it'll come off the table really quick. And then what you can do is if you go like this.
Wow, really
Professional
stretch it out.
takeover, right?
And if it's not perfect, you know what? It's peasant bread. It
doesn't have to be,
doesn't
right?
have to be. And what we do here, we just sort of take this, hop it right over the top. We
Wow.
fold it under.
I didn't do too bad with that shape.
Yeah.
No, you did a great job.
It's kind of like, you know, Domino's copied this with their, like, stuffed pizza, you know?
Ah,
We've been
I
doing this
see.
for centuries over in the Slavic world.
But can you put some meat in there as well?
You can put whatever you want in there.
Really?
I
Yep.
like that idea.
And this is nice because you have a slightly sweet bread, you have the sour of your sauerkraut,
Oh, what a feast.
and we do that.
When would you typically eat this? Is it a holiday dish?
It's
or-
mainly a holiday
It is.
dish. Yep, so we're just going to push that there, and I'm going to have you butter that.
Oh, yeah. I can do
Lots of
that.
butter. Here, put that
Okay.
there. And I'm going to show you the final product.
And how long does it go in? What's the temperature in the oven?
Well,
350?
we're going to let it rise a little bit more, and we put it on 400. So it cooks in just like
for
20
about what?
minutes.
20 minutes?
20 minutes till it looks
And look at this.
like this one here.
Oh, how pretty.
Isn't that awesome?
That's great.
Yes. Oh, I
And-
can't wait to try that.
Doesn't it smell good?
That was great.
And then when you slice it, I'll show you really quick with the knife.
Go ahead. Of course, we're going to try all this at the end of the show.
I know, you guys, I feed everybody here.
You do.
We
Come
love
back
it.
anytime.
Exactly.
And you can see the inside of it.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Look at that.
Look
So it's
at
got
that.
all that
Hold-
in there.
Hold your hand still so they can see it. Hold on there. Keep it there. Oh, look at that.
And it's delicious, and it's good. It's good for you. You know, the dough is a little fatty, but the stuff inside is good. You've got your cabbage
I'm putting
and
all
your
this
onions.
butter on here. What do you think?
Go for it.
Yeah, go right ahead, because it'll just make it crunchier. There you go.
And of course, we have Mary's recipe on our website,
Yep.
WTNH.com. All you have to do is click on Connecticut Style. We're going
Great.
to try this later on.
Excellent.
Looking forward to it.
Great.
Coming